Someone, though, that I'm curious to potentially see this year, now that he's had his full preseason games under his belt. This is from Not Another Magic Pod. Weltman strikes again. This looks like it's a redraft of this year's draft post preseason. So putting a little bit of stock into the preseason. But this has them taking the New Orleans Pelicans taking him at 7 instead of Jeremiah Fears. And he went number 25 to the Orlando Magic. So that would be quite the steal if that pans out. And I think what I've seen in the preseason is a man of small stature who has the heart of a lion. He is not afraid to go in and mix it up with the trees, throwing his body onto the court. He was shooting the lights out of the ball. I don't think he'd missed a three for the first 2.5 or 3 games. So that definitely helps when you're an Orlando Magic fan. Haven't seen that in a while. He looks calm with the ball. Like he doesn't look like it's too fast for him or the moment's too big. And I know it's just preseason, but now we're pros, and this is the big boy team. And he's still making minutes for himself. He's still being a guy that people have to guard at the three-point line, making some noise. Like, this is the only publication that's talked about Jase Richardson potentially being one of the steals of the draft. A lot of people are on this and really like him. And if he can play defense, he'll be in there. But we need scoring, man. And we need spacing, and we need three-point shooters. And he could take some time, or this is the natural successor of Tyus Jones after Tyus Jones's year contract is up. So I don't know how much we're going to see of Jase this year. I think he might get some early run when Jalen Suggs is working his way back into the lineup. I imagine they won't start him at 30 minutes a game. So Jase might see a little bit of time early, and he's got to make hay while the sun shines in the early season, because that's the only way. He's got to be shooting the lights out. That coach is going to play him when Jalen Suggs is back to full health. Otherwise, he's going to be seeing a lot of Colin Castleton probably as well, and Osceola.
That was interesting, all the ways that you were describing Jase Richardson at the beginning. And then you said, oh, we haven't seen in a while. And it sort of was a little insulting, I think, because I think that you already forgot about this guy, because that's exactly who he reminds me of, as a young Cole Anthony, right? Like, he's got a lot of panache.
Yeah.
He's tiny, but he gets inside, right? He makes tuck buckets. He's a scorer. I mean, hopefully he shoots better than Cole Anthony did in the long run, but Cole Anthony was a guy that got a lot of buckets for us. And it kind of felt like, all right, we picked up a guy that's a Cole Anthony. He's going to be cheaper, and he has potential to be even better. And we got him that late in the first round. So I think it's a win, but that was my thought process going in. And then as I saw clips, I was just like, I think we got one here. I think we really got a late round steal. I'm impressed with what I saw from him. I like it a lot. I don't like it when little men go into the paint, but I feel like he's fearless, and I think that you need that. And boy, I hope he sees minutes this year, because I do not want him to be one of those guys that rots on our bench, because I think he's got potential. But if he sits there and does nothing for most of the season and plays like 20 games or something like that in garbage time, that's not going to help him. So, man, I hope we get to see more of Jase, because I like what I'm seeing so far. And I know that we have some other guard options, but man, there should be some time for him. I think he's going to force them to make time for him. And I for one welcome our new tiny guard who is ready to score at a moment's notice. And hopefully he has the same panache on the mic that Cole Anthony does. Don't know.
That's him.
Not sure if he's quite as charismatic. Those are the biggest shoes to fill when Cole Anthony left town. It wasn't the Uggs he used in the dunk contest. It was it's a little bigger.
Hold me closer, tiny point guard. That wasn't as good as Elton John, but that's what it made me think of. Yeah, well, that's the only thing, Peach. Can he shoot more consistently than Cole? Because if Cole was consistently a 37% three-point shooter, he could still be on this team. That's the only thing, is the inconsistency with that, and that's what you got to do to separate yourself as a pro. Like, you got to do it night in, night out. Jase went, I think I just counted up, 8 of 13 from beyond the arc in the preseason. If you keep shooting like that, you can't keep a guy like that off the court. Like, that's too many buckets. I don't care what he's doing on the defensive side. Give this man some burn. Okay. Anything else on Jase? I'm excited to see what happens with that and how much time he gets.
I mean, I'm only excited if it means he's playing, If it's
Yeah.
he's sitting on the bench or waiting to see when they're going to call his number, that I don't want to see. Hey, you liked what you just saw there, right? It was good. You gave it a like, huh? You give us a subscribe. I think those are all good things. Also, you should check out the whole episode because I guarantee that you will enjoy the large ending. You will have a good laugh. Check out the whole show. This is just a snippet. Do it. Do it now.